Hello again. Oh, let me pause the room. Okie dokie. So back to our Monday motivational Zoom. And tonight is all about Instagram. I want to see here in a second if it'll let me pull up my, let me see if it'll let me do this with AirPlay. My phone's been really wonky because I have, let me see. Let's see. Mirroring. Can you guys see that? Oh, it helped. I have you muted. Can somebody type in the chat if you can see that? Yes. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, wait. I'm not done here. Okay, perfect. Now the chat's like in my way and I can't see what's on the computer. Okay, so the very, very first topic that we are going to, and nobody judge me for my amount of emails that you're going to see down there because it's a lot. So for our very first topic tonight, we are going to talk all about, okay, so let me open this up. And we're going to talk about optimizing your bio. And some of you guys that are just hopping on here, you might think this is super basic, but stick around because there are some things that maybe you do not know. And I think it's important for you to understand where Instagram is now. And I can tell you, I've watched, I can't even tell you how many videos and different stuff, and your bio is huge. It's going to be what people look at and what they see as soon as they come to your page. And I do suggest you stay public, but there are other people out there that'll tell you to go private, create curiosity, da 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 da. I can tell you, just being my personality, that if you go private, I'm not going to follow you. And chances are you've got other people just like me out there that don't want to go in there because they feel like it's a plot to like get you to reel in, and I just don't like it. I don't like the feeling of it. I've never been able to work my Instagram privately. It's always had to be public, and it's always had to be like my way. And if you are okay, if you guys are on your phone, can you just kind of make sure that you are muted, pretty please? And crap, I can't see the screen again because I've got like 20 million things up. Okay, perfect. I can again. All right. So let's go back to your bio. Can you see my mouse moving at all? No? Yay or nay?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, okay, perfect. Good. I was hoping I could point to it. I didn't know if I could or not. All right, so, oh, did it kick me off? Can you still see my screen or no?
No.
Okay, there we go. It must have kicked me off when my phone's acting wacky. Anyways, okay, so I guess I got to hold my phone in order to show you. So I want, first of all, you guys not to look at my followers, not to look at how many people I'm following, but look at how many posts I've had. Okay, so I've done a lot of things that are not exactly the best tactics of getting new followers. And I can assure you that these people, or a lot of them, are ghost followers. They have no interest in what it is that I'm posting. And I'm going to tell you how I got all of those people. For one, I did like the likes for likes and stuff when I got started. I did the follow for follow when I got started. I did the loops when I got started. I did the buy followers when I got started, which, by the way, I lost like, I don't know, Instagram did a cleanup a couple years ago and I lost like 15,000 followers or something because it was like all these bots and people that had followed me and so forth. They weren't real followers. So basically, because I've been so inactive on Instagram, I'm just now building up that following all over again. But I don't want you to worry about this number very much. I don't want you to worry about your followers. I don't want you to worry about how many people you're following or anything like that. I just want you to focus in on creating relationships with the people that you are intentionally following, and really getting to know those people and committing to the amount of people that you're going to follow on a daily basis to interact with them, and make sure that you're staying intentional. So let's get down to business. So first off, this section right here, now mine is a business page. We're not going to really get into that tonight, but we'll get into that at a later time. The reason why I have mine as a business is, for one, I want it to say entrepreneur. I want people to know that I'm in business. I don't want to keep that a secret. I want people to know what it is that I'm about when they come to my page. So what do I like? I like to share business tips. I love to share different quotes or stuff that I've learned along the way. I love to share my own personal business sometimes in my post. Why do I have business, health, and mom life? Well, if you don't know this already, the only searchable feature aside from a hashtag, which you can see highlighted down here, is your actual name. Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that or not. But so you've got your name up here, whatever your Instagram name is, and you can choose to put, like I could put Amanda Arnett and then put business and health or mom life or whatever. But these are the three things that I've narrowed things down to. That I love to give business tips and advice. I love to give health tips and advice. And I love to share stuff about my kids. So you're going to get a little bit of my personality of being a mom and somebody that is into all of those things that I just told you. I'm so sorry, guys, about this. I really think it's my phone. It's doing it to me. So whenever somebody goes in and types, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I'm going to go in and I'm going to type business here, you're probably not going to come across my stuff. But if I typed in Amanda Arnett, I'm still going to pop up because my actual Instagram is still right there. And that's actually me too. I probably have a couple different accounts if I really scroll down through here. But you see how when somebody searches my name, if they're looking for me, they're not only going to get my actual Instagram, but they're also going to see business, health, and mom life. This shows up the same if you're a trainer, a personal trainer. Maybe it has nothing to do with what you were thinking, but maybe you are a personal trainer. So put that there, that you're a personal trainer, because you're going to attract other people that are interested in somebody that is a personal trainer. Maybe you like to share tips about, I don't know, crocheting, or maybe you like to share tips about your dogs, or maybe you're dog obsessed or whatever, right? So you want to put something there that reflects what it is that people are going to get when they come to your page. Okay, so let's go back here. This next section. So you want to put your name is searchable. You can do a branded hashtag. I actually don't have a branded hashtag yet because I'm still working on it. But if you have something specific, you can put a hashtag here and it's going to make you more searchable whenever people are looking up that specific hashtag. Why did I put that? Because that's part of my journey. I want people that follow my page to know that my health journey includes having the sleeve surgery. Because guess what, guys? A lot of my market right now are people that are also having the sleeve surgery. I share an awful lot about my progress pictures, tips about, things that I ate, which guess what? Also goes and meets up with, it also meets up with keto diet. So I use the hashtags keto a lot of times, and I am crossing like the path of a lot of different people. We're going to get into all of that. So anyways, you want to make sure that your bio includes what people are going to get whenever they come and see you. You want to make sure you're providing some kind of value to them. And by the word value, I mean you want to make sure that that value is something that is going to help inspire, create an emotion, people can relate to. So maybe you're a busy mom of two kids that play soccer, busy soccer mom, right? And then you could hashtag that, but you don't want to hashtag or throw up a whole bunch of different stuff. You just want to really work on narrowing these things down. And you don't have to make it all fancy or put emojis or anything, but I'll tell you, emojis do help break it up and it keeps attention. I put business, authenticity, and growth. Why did I put that? Because I want to help other people learn that they can be who they are and rock their business, that they don't have to have perfect pictures. They don't have to be on their game and have perfect branding all the time, that they can just be who they are and be successful. But I also want to promote growth in individuals, no matter where they are in life. Why did I choose health and self-love? Health, because I promote health and wellness products. I'm also on a health journey myself. Self-love, because I like to share a lot of motivating stuff and really reflecting on my own personal journey that is hopefully going to help impact somebody else. Mom life unfiltered. I like to post funny crap, okay, about being a mom, but I also like to post about my kids. And I don't plan on stopping posting about my kids. And if I didn't, like, people might not relate to me, but they're getting an upfront knowing, like, hey, you're going to learn about my kids whether you like it or you don't. That's just part of who I am. And I kind of want to come across that way, because somebody that doesn't like that, they're not going to jive with me, right? What is my goal? This part right here, I want to tell you is a very, very important part, because you want to have a mission in as few words as possible and a call to action, which I don't really have clear, and I still need to fix this up a little bit and edit it, because I'm a little bit overboard right now with too many words. um, but I want to actually point and say my goal is to help you kick ass and love your journey. I actually want to make this, and I'm going to rotate these two things, I think, to see if that will work out a little bit better, and then put a little arrow pointing for them to click my link tree. And I want to show you guys what my link tree actually is, because Linktree is a free thing if you don't want to use or buy a domain or anything like that. But Linktree, this is what pops up when people click my Linktree. They can follow me on my business page, which is actually not Hot Mess Success with Amanda Arnett anymore. I need to edit that. They can learn more about Thrive right there. All they got to do is click it and see what happens when they click it. Hold on. Goes right to the website. Oh, let me get back up. Okay. My blog, that's a direct link to my personal blog. And this is a direct link to my personal Facebook. So I have all these redirects to whatever it is that they're interested in checking out. And you can use different things. You can actually format this completely different, make it super pretty, whatever it, but it's free. My point is that if you don't want to include your Thrive link right here or your actual Facebook profile, but you want to give them a variety of places to go, you can use a free link tree, and you can, life coaching too, 100%. And you can redirect them to wherever it is that you want to go. But you want to have a call to action to tell them. I'm going to be adding in YouTube and podcast links here soon, because those are two things that I'm working on. And that way, when people come, they can go directly to wherever it is that they're going to gather that information. So some of you guys don't know how to create this right here. Let me show you. So I actually put it in. Hold on a second. Is it there? Yeah. So I put it in my notes, and I space it out exactly how I want it, and then I just copy it and paste. Copy it and paste. Because if you do it this way, it'll show up exactly like you type it on your profile. So if you didn't know that, that's how you can do it. And then when you're actually making posts, just a tip to you, when you're making posts, let me go down. You want to say, "Hi, I I am, I can't type, Amanda," and you want to period, or we'll do an exclamation point. If you just, instead of hitting the space bar like we're so naturally habited to do, if you just hit the back button, and you don't hit that and you hit the return, you're going to start on a new line. So when you're making your Instagram post, if you want to put them in here first, you can, or you can just type them and just be conscious of, spacing it or whatever. And you don't have to do that, but it's just something that I know that a lot of people need help with. Okay. So the next thing, call to action, doing your bio, your name is searchable, a branded hashtag. Okay, so let's get to the next thing. Creating a schedule for yourself that you can stick to is going to be probably one of the most critical things. Whenever I was crushing it on Instagram, which was years and years and years ago, it's been a long time, guys. I was crushing it because I was intentionally working it from 9:30 to midnight every single night that I was off from work. So, basically Monday through Thursdays were my nights off because I worked pretty much every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which weekends are a lot of times slower anyways. But 100%, you're going to get more interaction from people if you stick to a schedule that you can actually commit to. So that means maybe you're not even posting on Instagram right now. Say for the next week, you commit to posting one time a day. Okay. I normally post anywhere between 1 and 3 times a day on Instagram. I spend most of my time with interaction, and that is going to be key. Do I ever use post schedulers? If so, what do I use? I do not. I do not use a post scheduler. I'm not saying don't. I'll be honest with you. The only reason I don't use a post scheduler is because I actually don't know my username and password right now. I know my username, but I don't know my password, so I really just don't want to fiddle with it. Plus, I know I'm holding myself accountable if I know I'm intentionally going onto Instagram and using it. But by all means, some people use the preview app, and some people use Later. Those are two that I actually have preview and Later on my phone. I just don't actually use. I used to use Buffer, but none of them actually post to the platform for you. They'll give you a notification to go post, but they don't use it on there. So stick to a schedule. Decide now, like you're going to commit to one time a day posting, and that one time a day is going to be at 9 p.m. at night after your kids go to bed, or maybe it's first thing in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, right? We're talking about actual posts. We're not talking about stories right now. That's a whole different ball game. In fact, we're going to go into it a little bit, but not much tonight, because I actually want to do it next week. I want to try to get Twin on and have her go over stories, because she's like the freaking story master. Okay. Like for real. She's the story master. But when it comes to your actual post, just getting in the habit of doing it at least once a day or twice a day or whatever. The next thing is sticking to the schedule. Hashtags. I want to talk about them. So I want to be straight up, and I want to show you this. So there's a reason why I share my journey specifically on Instagram and everywhere. It's because I want people to relate to me. I want to share my journey, but I also want you to start paying attention on what gets likes, comments, interaction on your post, because that's going to tell you what kind of market you have right now and if you want to change that market. So this is by far, I think, the best numbers that I have on Instagram. There were 1,554 likes on this post and 101 comments. And as you can tell, I went through every single one of those comments. This is probably even more critical. And I loved and replied, loved and replied, loved and replied. See how that went? Oh, I missed one. Daisy, I'm sorry. Oh, I missed a lot. People must have been commenting after I realized it and I didn't get the notifications. But my point is, I know that people like that. Guess what? I tested this one. I got I got likes and stuff off of it, but hardly any interaction. Again, I tried a food picture today. I only got 74 likes on it so far, and I don't have any interaction. You know what that tells me? My network, the people following me, have zero interest in food pictures for my page. That's not what they're there for. They're there for me being a smart ass, I guess, because I like to post stuff like this. Um I like to, you know what? I did a survey just like on Facebook, and I had way more interaction. Who knew that you could get all that? But I want to show you something else. This is what I wanted to show you with hashtags. Oh, I didn't actually use hashtags for that post, I don't think. But I did use them on this one. And I put them, do you see how there's no hashtags in here except for that my vaginal vertical sleeve gastrectomy? I don't put a lot of hashtags in my actual post unless I just have a few. But I do put them, hold on, I'm going to show you because I think I put it clear at the bottom. I don't know where they're at. Here they are. I do put them directly under my under my post. And I do use, that vagina vertical, same difference. I do use a program called Tagomatic, and I will show you guys that. Hold on a second. So this is Tagomatic. And basically what it does is say, I'm just going to do mine. Okay. I'll just do vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I'm going to type in vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Badge again. Oh God. Anyways, look what happens when I type that in. Holy camole. All these hashtags I never would have thought to order. I would have never thought to get. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to say, you know what? I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. I have a transformation picture. So I'm going to put my before and after. Anyways, I'm going to pick a whole bunch of these because I know it's going to hit my market. I might even put keto, even though I don't really do keto. I do low carb. But you can change up whatever words you want. And low carb, keto lifestyle, keto life. This is going to hit all kinds of different people, right? You see how that goes? And then I'm going to hit down here at the bottom. Do you see copy to clipboard? I'm going to copy that to clipboard. Okay. Go back over to my Instagram. And if I was making a post right now, I could and I'm just going to show you. See how I did that? And I just actually delete this powered by Tagomatic because I don't want that to be in my post, and then hit post. Boom. So what is a hashtag? Think of it like Google. Yes. Hashtags in the first comment right after. So literally I type up my post, whatever post it's going to be. Let me show you, Danny. Okay, so there's me. Anyways, I'm not going to really post this because I actually just made a post. This is me. Okay. And I'm going to hit OK. Before I hit share, I'm going to go over to Tagomatic. Like, this is my routine. I made up my post. I hit OK. I go to Tagomatic. I copy to clipboard. I come back over. I hit share. And then immediately after I hit share, I'm going to hit discard there so I can get out of there. Immediately, as soon as I hit share, I go to the post. I go to that and I type into the comments and I get rid of that. Now, you don't have to use 30 hashtags. You can use 10, 15, 25, whatever you want. But the more you use, essentially, the more people you're going to be in front of. So yeah, I do suggest putting it in the comments just so it doesn't break up your actual take from your wording in your post and the story that you're telling, whatever it might be. And you don't have to tell long stories. Like, guys, I literally only said on this one, can we all just agree that this is spot on? Because it was. And I've got some interaction going on, a lot of people loving it, a lot of people still liking it. But it relates to me and my personality and who I am. And there's other people that are going to be like, oh yeah, like I like that, or I'm stealing that. And they might say, you know what, I'm going to follow this girl because I like some of the stuff that she posts and says, and she's funny, or, she speaks the truth, or whatever it might be. But that is going to help you. So I want to teach you guys how to find your market. I just told you that obviously I am really working the area of what it is I'm doing right now. So I'm going to type in tags. 2.1 million people are using that hashtag, right? But I'm not necessarily going to use that. I'm actually going to go down and I'm going to look at maybe meals. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and hit follow on that because I want to follow people that are doing it, because when I'm scrolling my news feed, guess who's going to pop up? People that are posting this, and I'd be like, oh my God, how can I get that recipe? Or genuinely making a comment. Like, I'm going to love this girl's post right now. Say, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Green is definitely your color. See how that was genuine? It stands out a little bit more than that, right? How do I find funny pictures to post? I find them because I screenshot and save everything. I have like 90,000 pictures in my phone, and I am not organized. So when I get bored, I go through my phone and I sometimes will select them and put them in like, I have a file on my phone actually. I'll show you. I'm sorry. I have 100,000 photos on my phone, which is ridiculous. I have a quotes, but I also have another folder that has fillers in it, and it's the fuck. I can't help it, but sometimes, sometimes you just need the fuck. But anyways, I'll see stuff and it makes me just like this. You can tell I screenshot that from somebody, but guess what? When I go to post it, I can crop it and I can reuse it, right? Which leads me on to something else that I did want to share with you guys tonight, but I get off topic. So anyways, looking up hashtags, you could type in names, or somebody give me something. Somebody type in the comments something that you are interested in that I could help you find people in your market. Dogs. Okay. How about this? Tracy, you are a dog walker. So let's type in dog walker. Holy crap. 2.7 million dog walkers. That's a hashtag that you want to follow. Okay. You could genuinely, I'm not going to follow it because if I followed a dog walker account, they'd be like, why is this girl following me? Like, but anyway, so you follow that. These people now, their posts are going to show up in your news feed when you're scrolling through, which is how you can actually go through and like and comment on people's stuff. But I'm just going to click on this picture right here. And guess what? If I were you, Tracy, I would go and I would love this person, maybe not. I like to go to the people that actually have a lot of comments and I see them interacting. So that's how I choose who I'm going to follow and who I'm going to like and interact with. If they're interacting, I want to be interacting with them. So I would like, and then I would hit the comment, and then I would comment with them because they're, they're interacting with people. You can see that. See how they're like actually coming back through with people that respond. Not on all of them, but for the most part, that means that they actually care about their followers and people that do that. So you can see this person has like no interaction going on. This person has a little bit. This person has a lot of likes, but they're really good about interacting. So this would be somebody that you wanted to follow because you want somebody that's going to have comments there that you're going to want to get with. So, okay. Costume makeup. Let's type in that. Costume makeup. Okay. 84,000. So you would want to follow costume makeup, right? Because that's going to show up in your newsfeed. So when you're just scrolling, you can do that. Then you can just click on, I like to click on most recent, to be honest, because I think it's better. You want to go down through this. Now, because it's most recent, they're not going to have as many likes. They're not going to have as many comments. But these are people that are on right now. So you're not going to be able to really know whether or not you want to follow them unless something that they posted was like, this person made me want to stop. Why did they make me want to stop? Because she's doing a video. This is actually something really good. And Talissa, well, I'm going to add her to the list to have on too next week because Talissa has branded herself. And if you go to her page, what you're going to see is she has branded herself with really utilizing the skincare a lot on her page, which I'm going to actually type her up here in a second and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the beauty of being public. Yes, this is the beauty of being public also, because if you were private, nobody could find you if they were typing in this stuff unless they were already friends with you. So costume makeup, you're going to have, this person doesn't have a whole lot, but because they're doing a video, I feel like they actually want to know more about stuff. So let's click on their page. Oh yeah. Would this be somebody that you wanted to follow? Does she look like she cares about what she's doing? 100%. Is she interacting with people? Yes. She doesn't have an excessive amount of followers. She doesn't have an excessive amount of likes or anything. It looks like she's just getting started. So it is somebody that you could grow a relationship with because they don't have too many people right now that they're interacting with. So you're going to stand out as a supporter of somebody that likes their works and appreciates them, which means that they're going to be more likely to pay attention to you. See how that works? It totally reciprocates itself. Let's click on somebody else. This girl looks like she knows what she's doing also. I don't know where she's from though. Okay. I don't know. She's from Illinois. So see how she says creating hair that is to die for? She's saying exactly what it is that she does. She also has a call. She doesn't really have a call to action, but she has her email and contact information. She does have interaction a little bit of interaction. Again, this is somebody that I would actually want to follow if I was interested in the stuff that she shared, which is obviously just her work as a stylist and the different haircuts and colors and stuff like that that she does. So somebody else, give me something else. Give me something else to type in. So this goes both ways. So, okay, don't give me something else. We're going to type in places. Teachers. Okay, we'll come back to teachers here in just a second. So I could type in near my current location. Did you see that? What I just hit? I hit places and I went ahead and hit near current thing. So basically, this is a restaurant. This Backwoods at the Belmont is a restaurant literally 5 seconds from my house. Everybody that was there means they're local to me. I can get new people local to me just by clicking on this post and going through the people that are on it. She's private. I don't even want to click on her. Basically, I'm not trying to be rude to people that are private, but I can't learn much about them. Right? So this person here, let's say she's private also. You're going to find a lot of teachers and stuff are going to be private a lot of times because they don't want their students. So don't discount them, especially if you're a teacher. We're just going to click on this lady. So I actually think I might know her, but here's the thing. I'm not going to go down through and I'm not going to like a picture that's from like July. Okay. I might like a quote that she posted. This is August, but that's okay. It's not too far down on her page. I could like that. And she might be like, who the hell is this person? When you enter this class, oh, she must be a teacher. She is a teacher. Wishing all my students a wonderful school year. She doesn't have a lot of interaction, but she's got a good bit of likes. It tells me that she's got a good bit of quality followers that follow her. So I could actually take this another step further because I don't know her. I could go down through her followers and I could just click on people and see if they post anything that's interesting. Chances are, though, this method isn't the greatest method to find people because it is when the people are super duper active, but it's not when they maybe don't have a huge following because you're not going to get a lot of active. You're not going to know whether that person is active or not. So I actually like to follow people based on using the top hashtags, using tags, and then who recently posted, seeing what kind of interaction they have, and kind of going from there. So let me just go and type in teacher real quick to show you. Teacher, 10.5 million. So I'm going to type in recent. And what you're going to find here is that you're probably going to run into a little bit of an issue. Okay, so this is cute. This teacher here, she's using hashtags, tells me she definitely uses Instagram. She doesn't have a whole lot of likes, but she just posted this 3 minutes ago. She's got interaction. She's replying to her comments. This tells me she's an active user. Now I learned that she's a special education teacher at Vanderbilt. She's a wife and she's got a doggy and she likes to play tennis. See how it's telling me a little bit about her and I can literally get to know her. So I can comment on posts that she's made and be genuine about it. But for me, I'm not going to have a whole lot in common with her. Like I am a mom and I'm a dog and I'm a wife and I'm a dog mom as well, but I'm not a teacher. She wouldn't be my first. I got somebody asking if we're currently hiring. But she's not going to be my first person I'm going to go to. I'm going to try to get people that are more in tune of what it is that I am interested in. So if you're a teacher, that would probably be somebody that's perfect for you to be following. Did that help? Yes. Julianne said she can lose herself for hours doing that when you only meant to research it for a half hour. So, you guys, you've got to set time limits on yourself when you're on Instagram because you can get sucked in so quickly. So, creating a schedule, utilizing hashtags, searching hashtags, using hashtags. Regram. This is another one. Okay, here's the next thing I'm going to teach you guys. So let me show you what I mean by regram. I'm just going to go to Talissa real quick because Talissa's the bomb. Okay, I want you guys to see something. She has her name right here, which I'm going to talk to her about changing this right here to some of the stuff that she actually is because she is a beauty influencer. She is a fitness instructor, and she is a mom. So when you go to her page, you know that about her personality. If you click on her stories, you're going to see all of that in her stories. But look what she did right here. See how she has all these makeup looks? Look.
I'm so excited on what to do. Oh, I don't even know, girl. If your pores are as big as the Grand Canyon, if you freaking need to pull the junk out of your pores, shrink them up, if you need softer freaking skin for your foundation to go on smoother and freaking not be janky, you need to try this. And if you guys don't know, this is my own product. Hello, girl. Huge sale on this. So if you are a first-time ordering customer from me, you can get this tonight for $5. It retails for $38. $38. This is on sale for $5. While supplies last, so you need to message me. Do you guys see this? This charcoal detox mask is pulling all the junk.
I don't know how to stop
it. Those are my freaking pores. Much
Oh
better.
God. Okay, let me go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I know that she has done, you want to know the one that she did? Hold on a second. I'm going to show you. So how does she incorporate her business into this? Well, guys, she does it by, look, and she's changed her stuff up too. She's incorporated her business by doing like these little clips, these little videos. Oh, this is the one that I loved. This one. Look, she didn't even talk in it, I don't think. Look, makeup brushes. How's she incorporating what she's doing into this? Pretty smart, right? Oh, okay. Pretty darn smart. Let's go to Kaylee. Kaylee's super active on Instagram. Let's look. Kaylee has, look at her. She does just a white background, but do you see how it catches your eye when you're following her page? Mine's kind of similar like that too. Well, I don't do the background, but I do, I'll show you in a second. But anyways, it catches your attention. Plus, something else I want you to picture is that she is sticking out because of the brightness. Do you see that? How she has a certain filter on it that is bringing out the brightness. That is also going to help you kind of grab a little bit of attention. But here's the story. How does she incorporate her business? Well, not everything is a business post that she shares. However, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Because I know, was it this one? No. Hold on. I don't know. She's like positive, inspirational, so forth. Let's click on Twin. Well, we're not going to go to Twin stories right now. We're going to go to her page. I want you to know that you don't have to be afraid. Oh, God, I can never remember what she has in there. What is it? Tat. Crap, let me look. Tat 2. Okay. Tat 2. Okay. So I want to go to her page because if you look, Twin has tons of before and after pictures. Okay. Tons. Every day when I get on Instagram, I see Twin's post. I see her celebrating. I see her, this is shouting out one of her team members. This is a regram. Okay. So this is what I wanted to kind of show. You can take somebody else's post and you can, and I'm sorry, I got off track for a second, but you can take Crystal's post and you can post it as your own and you can tag Crystal. You can do that with one of Talissa's. You can regram it. You can screenshot it and be like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought of this. Shout out to Talissa. Tag her, you know, and you can do that with one of your followers. Maybe you're following somebody that posts something that's hilarious. You're like, compliments of X, Y, and Z, whoever that person is. And that is showing your followers that you appreciate them. And you love the stuff they post. And I actually did that for an author of, I can't remember the book right now. But anyways, I tagged her and I used her actual publication post. I was like, you got to go check this out because it is a bomb ass book. It was like crushing something social media. I can't remember which it was now. But anyways, it was a really, really good book. But it was super helpful. So you can utilize, see, she shares this stuff. And I want you guys to see something. This is something probably one of the most important parts I want you to see right now. Twin has 14 likes on this picture and 0 interaction. Okay? Doesn't mean people aren't looking. Doesn't mean people aren't watching. Doesn't mean people are saying anything. She's got like 118 on her picture. She's got a ton of views on this video here. She doesn't have as many likes. Doesn't stop her from sharing it. Why? Because guess where she mainly works her business, and she gets people locked in at right here. And I'm going to take you through one of Twin's days. You ready? Okay. 22 hours ago, she posted balance. And she shared some balance results. See what she's doing here? She's telling a story. 4:37 a.m. Woman never sleeps. This is what she feels like. Now she's showing before and after pictures. Her followers see all of this. These are the different trips that she's been on. These are different locals, all of this. And I guarantee these were all loaded because she probably put them in her highlights somewhere. I don't know. But if you go, when you post a story, you can see these are celebration of people that hit VIP 800 and so forth. So people can click on her highlights and see, oh yeah, her team is crushing it, right? So, okay. So regramming, giving somebody else a shout out. Let me come back on here. I'm going to stop screen sharing for now. Giving somebody else a shout out, making sure that you're utilizing hashtags, searching hashtags, searching locations. If you're into clothing, certain clothing, you post a lot of clothes or anything like that, look up the stores that you shop at, and especially local stores and so forth. You can get some local people or just people that have common interest as you. Stick to a schedule. Be real, be human. The Linktree stuff, I didn't realize I was going to go over all of these. Hold on. You can utilize a content calendar if you're not really good with ideas of stuff to post about. You could go to Pinterest and type in content calendar for Instagram, and it'll give you different ideas for every day. I like to utilize Motivational Monday, Transformation Tuesday. Sometimes I'll do Flex Friday. Most of the time I do Face-to-Face Friday just because I hit more of my market. But I like to include having my DFT in there when I do that. I post about, like I said, my kids. I post about business, celebrating people, trips that I'm going on, things that I've accomplished. I post mostly in my stories. I haven't been very consistent with my stories, though. That's something that's a whole new ball game. We're going to get into stories next week, like I said, and we're going to talk about Instagram TV probably in a few weeks after we kind of get it rolling and actually get into the habit of doing this. But for the most part, I feel like it's time to open up. Oh, okay. So I got some questions. I'm so sorry. I am talking a whole bunch and I filled your guys' heads with a whole bunch of information tonight. I hope I didn't lose you in the process. I hope you got something from it in the process. Danny, you know, I would tell you to post on your actual news feed as many times as you want to. With that said, I would post however much you plan on posting daily. So like Facebook, I sometimes post a whole bunch of times. Sometimes I only post a couple times a day. Instagram, I normally don't post any more than 3 times a day, just because I don't really want it to be excessive. Where somebody is like, oh my God, this person, I'm going to unfollow her because they're like, whatever, right? So yeah, so going into this next week, from this week to next week, start utilizing stories, just playing around with them, getting in the habit of using them, following people, liking and commenting, being intentional with looking up specific followers. Realize that not everybody that you're interested in is going to be interested in you back. That's okay. Don't worry about unfollowing people right now. Just worry about engaging, making quality posts. And really, really, I know that it sounds like such a short part of what we talked about, but guys, this bio is like so important. It's so, so important. And you really want to change yours up. If yours just has a bunch of emojis and words, like one word things next to it, change it. Change it up. Just trust me on this. Change it up. Try to add in like a call to action and not be spammy. Okay. I'm going to warn you right now and tell you that if you put your Thrive link in there, chances are, some people might click it. And I'm not telling you not to put it in there. But what I am telling you is if you're going to put your link in there, tell people why they want to click it. Get yours free. Learn how to thrive for free. Click below. See what I'm saying? Or maybe, you're posting whatever, but I can just tell you that people are going to be more likely to click it if you tell them why they want to click it. Learn how to earn $500 in the next 14 days, or $500 to $1,300 in the next 14 days here. And you better provide a video there, though, of what it is that they have to do in order to get that, because if not, you're going to lose them the second they click on your link. So you want to make sure they know why they're clicking on it. You guys want to know what my notes look like now? I'm going to show you. I just scribbled all over the page while I was talking to you guys. Because I was like circling the stuff I went over and the stuff I didn't. Okay, so what questions do we have? So can you look at some Instas and say what you changed like mine? Shannon, I can do that. Let me pull it up. I can do that. Oh, I'm not mirroring. Hold on. Let me screen share. Okay. Okay, Shannon. Can you see? Okay. So what I would do is I would add something besides your name that kind of represents you. I would add a link tree and I would put a direct link to your Facebook and a direct link to your business, and any other things that you might have. I would add into that link tree there. And then I would definitely give more information. I want you to be honest with me here. Can you read what you say in your bio? Because I can't. Do it yourselfer. Is that what that is? Like the words, I have a heart. Is that a cookaholic? It is a cookaholic. You're so cute. So you have Cookaholic. I would maybe just say, do you share that in your stuff? Okay, so let's go back for a second. So I would identify yourself for what it is that you share. You're positive. You've got a good mindset. Who do you want to attract? Um, you love do it yourself stuff, but do you share do it yourself stuff? If not, I would probably take that out of your bio. Um, you are legit obsessed with your kid and I love it. But I would say that obsessed with my kid or obsessed with my munchkin. Allergy mom, right? I would put, you're a thriver, but I would change that to obsessed with getting healthy or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not good with words at all, but I would say love to help others get healthy or live healthier or something like that. And then I would give a call to action somewhere in your bio. But I would change what's after your name so that something is searchable. Maybe healthy living or uh, something along those lines, something that would be like make you stand out a little bit. Or maybe you put Shannon, allergy mom, or something with mom. Like you saw, I have 3 things: business, health, and mom life. And I'm probably going to change those up. I just was trying to really break mine down a little bit, and it's not perfect, um, otherwise Otherwise, that's all I would fix in your profile. And you actually have a really good flow going on your page. So there's nothing else I would tell you to do. Just keep on doing it more. And then it looks like you're pretty consistent with your posting because all of these are 1 day ago, 11 hours ago. And that's basically what I would stick with. And then I haven't clicked on your stories, but they're perfect. Like I kind of expected them to be. Because you're so cute and you're good with flirting and stuff. And I think that honestly is the biggest thing, guys, is that you want to. I'm going to stop screen sharing. The biggest thing is staying consistent with it. So whatever it is that you do, you want to make sure that you are staying consistent as all hell with it. And that is it. Stacy, go ahead. You say you have a question.
I do every time. Every time I went to unmute, it would not let me. Like it kept remuting. Okay, so I used to slay on Instagram, like back in the day. Like I would sign 25 or 30 people a month on Instagram. I've got the following. I still get a decent amount of likes. Obviously, I know the obvious. If you want comments and interaction, go comment and interact. But I've taken my foot off the gas as far as posting a ton about Thrive on there. What aside from just going to my newsfeed and interacting with people and commenting, what else would you suggest to get the actual comments and interaction up on my, because I used to, like, you remember, dude, like mine used to be all fancy and rainbowy and like I've gotten away from it. But even when I was slaying, I was doing a lot of messaging, like not necessarily cold messaging, like, hey, Susie, thanks for liking my post. Have you ever thought about being my 30-day product model kind of shit?
Yeah.
But how can I get back to that and boost the actual comments and likes? Because I feel like that's always what I've been missing, even with, I don't know, 5,500 people.
I would tap into what it is that people are responding to. And I would just create some call to actions in there a little bit more, like be a little bit more with the intentional call to action. I would also probably add maybe into your bio, something about not about Thrive, but adding something in that you want to help people get healthier, or, whatever it might be, because then that tells people like you want to help them. And it gives them more of a reason to kind of interact with you at the same time. But otherwise, I mean, it's going to be just giving them something to interact with, giving them something that your audience currently is vibing with, which the best way to find out what it is they're vibing with is scroll down through and see where you're getting the most reactions from.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's the opposite of every other human. Honest to God. Like, I get the most likes on freaking like lifestyle opportunity posts. It makes no sense. Like, I mean, I guess it's just always
I
been
would post more of those then. I wouldn't worry about it, and I would post more of those if you're
Okay.
getting I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys, when I was crushing Instagram, I was literally spamming the fuck out of Instagram.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Same.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it's changed. It's changed completely now, because now here's the thing. It's like a double-edged sword. You make a choice if you want to spam the crap out of your Instagram and you're going to turn people off, but you're also going to attract people. And when you do that, you're using targeted hashtags that people are searching for. But the problem with that method is now Instagram has changed so much that they're not going to show you as relevant as often. So it doesn't work as often. It works better to have those genuine people that are actually following your page and providing them with what it is that they want more of. And if those people aren't who you want following your page, obviously getting networking to get more people. But Stacy, if you're getting a lot on opportunity posts, I mean, just use Twin as an example. She posts a ton about Thrive and posts a ton about the business opportunity and what it's done for people and so forth, and she crushes it there. So
yeah,
I definitely am not telling anybody for sure to not post about Thrive. 100% you want to post about Thrive there. In fact, I utilize my stories more so to share my products on Instagram, but I also intertwine them into my actual posts in different ways as well. So I would if you're getting the most interaction with the opportunity posts, then I would post more of those. I would make it intentional to post it every other day or whatever. And just keep that rolling. Like maybe every third or fourth post or something, post the opportunity in a different way, use a different picture, reword it and so forth. I mean, I know you have tons of words that you can use.
Way too many.
I mean, you tell a story, but that's another thing. Wait a second. I want to actually go to that, because if you guys go to one of Stacy's a great example of this. If you go to one of Stacy's opportunity posts on her Facebook, on wherever, you're going to read, she tells a story every single time. And that is why she gets the most interaction with those posts, is because she's telling a story along with it. And that is going to take people so far with this.
One other question, I may have missed it. I don't know if you know this or not, but a lot of people were trying to get on and getting a bunch of errors. I'm not sure why, so I missed the first couple minutes. Yeah, on this one.
Oh no.
I was having the same problem with, and I know a few people on my team with the leadership one as well. But anyway, I may have missed it, so forgive me. On average, how many people are you going to follow a day there?
So
I only know like old school, so I don't know now.
Yeah. So, old school, I used to follow, I can't even tell you how many people.
Me too. I'd max out every hour. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I would max out. Now I can tell you that I honestly haven't done enough research, to figure out the right mix, but I'm going to say, it's a good idea to just stick to a number that you can consistently know that you can interact with. For me, I feel like I follow if I feel drawn to follow them, and I don't count. But I can say I used to target for like 100 a day. I would probably say more along the lines of like 15 or 20 if you're going to really intentionally interact. But I used to not interact. I used to not like or comment or any of that business. I used to literally just go through and follow, and cross fingers and pray they would follow me back.
Yeah, same. Okay. All right. No, that's good to know. And that's kind of what I do. I do like maybe 20 a day or something like that. And I mean, my number's been stagnant. Obviously, I came over here and I stopped using Insta because I just didn't feel like I had to. Mm-hmm. But I've got this huge following there. I may as well use it.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is that that's the biggest problem I think all of us have, is that we're not using it enough. And like, here's the reality. I'm not sitting here crushing it on Instagram right now. I'm teaching you guys the things that I'm learning, that I'm putting into action right now, that I am working on myself. But I do have a lot of knowledge on the platform. My biggest thing is actually lack of doing it. But stories is not my forte, which is why I'm going to have to get some Insta story people. How many times you post to Insta stories? I have no clue. Twin posts like 30 times. I don't know. But you want to tell people on a journey. And Twin actually gave this tip last night on Stacy's Zoom, is that on stories, you the more stories you post, the you're going to show in that top 10 at the top of the Instagram page. So that's going to make a huge difference, you know? So I wonder if that's what happened with why there's not as many people on. I bet you that's the case. Or they didn't want to hop on.
Yeah, it kept coming up with an error that said basically like the link isn't valid. And I mean, I clearly know how to get onto a Zoom. You know what I mean? So a whole bunch of people were messaging me and I'm like, nope, it's the right link. It's the same one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not
So
sure.
it'll be good that you guys recorded this. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah.
Hey, Amanda, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
You know how on Instagram you can have it, like I've been working my stories because I've been remembering to do my story in Instagram and have it post to Facebook at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, like say I start doing my posts for Facebook and Instagram and share it to Facebook, is that going to mess up my Facebook algorithm if it's coming from Instagram?
You know, Holly, I am going to tell you that yes, likely it will, but people don't really pay any damn attention to that business. If your post is good enough to post from one to the other, just the one thing I will caution you is sometimes when you post from Instagram to Facebook, it'll actually only go to friends. So make sure you have the setting where it's actually public whenever it posts to Facebook and it's not just your friends, because you don't want to limit that. But it probably will affect your Instagram on Facebook. But if you're actually following through and posting on both platforms, it kind of is like, I would just test it out and see.
Right, because I look at everything you're teaching, and you know I've gotten into a really good group that I've really been interacting with a lot on Facebook. But you know I want to be able to be at least consistent in both places. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out like where can I shave off some time right now, just so I know I'm showing up in both places. Like, do you recommend that, or should I just?
I post like mine's linked to my blog. Okay. My Instagram's linked to my blog. It's not linked to my personal Facebook, but I do save the stories and stuff from Instagram and I go over to Facebook and I post them a lot of times, just because I'm not super creative with my stories.
So instead of sharing from the Instagram platform to Facebook, maybe just copy and paste it so it looks like it's a new post in both places.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, like my Instagram is a business blog, Instagram or whatever. And it is linked to my blog, but you can't post Thrive on Facebook business pages.
Right.
So I only share posts, like the last post I made, I had it shared directly. You can't even tell that it came from Instagram. It doesn't say Instagram beside it. I don't know if that's my blog page or what. And it didn't affect the algorithm of it showing up on that because I got 29 shares and like 48 likes and 48 likes.
You know, I'll try it for this week, and then I'll report back to you guys next week and tell you what I noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a good idea because I can't tell you that it will or it won't, but I can tell you that the ones that I do share on there, it's, you know, I don't share my stories to my blog page for the simple fact that most of the time my stories are, you know, Lavelle related and so forth, and I can't put that in my blog. But on Instagram though, it 100%, I say it's worth giving it a shot if it's going to help you stay more consistent with it. Like instead of posting, oh, I got to go here, got to go there, post it right to your Facebook. And just give it a try. That's, you know, what's the worst thing that you can find is that you're not getting as much interaction, but you might, you know, you might get the exact same amount because it's constantly changing. It used to be like a big old thing, like don't share it from one to the other. But I think that people have transitioned. Instagram's a whole different beast. And I can tell you, I never would have had an international team, guys, if I didn't have Instagram. My very first Canadian promoter was signed from Instagram. My very first out-of-state promoter or customer was signed from Instagram. And I'm still friends with those people to this day. You know, when I really started crushing Instagram, it was 100%. I was consistent on it. I worked it every single night. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you want Instagram to work for you, you're going to have to stay consistent on it and work it every single day. So I personally, myself, I'm trying to work in an hour a day minimally for me to focus strictly on Instagram and do those actions. And I don't know what time of the day, but I'd ideally like it to probably be evenings because that was my sweet spot before, because I was able to hit so many different time zones. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do in the evening times is mainly focus there on my interaction and so forth. So that's what I would tell everybody to do. But okay, I'll keep on talking. You guys know the Zoom will end up super duper long because I won't shut my mouth. I hope you guys learned a lot, got a couple ideas. And I hope this really helps you kind of launch forward. Like I said, next week, hold on, let me write it down. Next week, I'm going to see about Twin hopping on for stories, and also Talissa. I'm going to have them talk about stories and the kind of stuff that they post, because they're two totally different people, and they totally are going from different angles. So Twin posts a lot more about Thrive. Talissa has more of like a brand. However, they both have the same goal, right? They both have the same goal and they're both using it very consistently. So, okay. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for spending the last hour with me, hour and 10 minutes. And I will get this recording up and put in the event page. So if you want to share it with anybody, and everybody have a good night. Bye.